So, if you guys are listening to Ryan's little rants about me being unstable and me being mentally insane, there ain't no way. Because my gun is actually my proof that I am fully coherent. I'm fully confident in everything I say and do. So, yeah. So, like I said, I got these. I got these for my protection. Why? Because I have years of bullshit hidden under my belt that I'm trying to improve and I'm trying to get away from. I'm trying to improve my life. That's why I got a job. By the way, just so that way you guys do know that I'm fully coherent, every month, not actually every month, every 3 weeks, they do a UA, they do a drug test right there at the mill. So I actually had to go through rigorous drug test. Otherwise, it's termination if you're caught with a hot UA. So there's that. So yeah, you can't be anything. You can't have much anything on your records in order to require one of these. And my record is actually pretty damn clean. Even though I may have been to jail 7, 8 times, it doesn't show up on my record as a felony of any sort because I'm never charged as a felony because I'm on a reservation. Reservation laws don't have to abide by state laws, and reservation laws and the law enforcement does not have to report to government unless absolutely necessary, which usually deals with murder if you're caught and charged with murder. Other than that, you can be caught with a firearm, you can be caught with drugs, you can be caught with, you name it, stealing. It's not going to get reported unless it's a serious offense like murder or child or rape, any kind of rape, basically, any kind of sexual act, any kind of homicidal act or major threat, terrorist acts, stuff like that. Then they have to be reported majorly. Other than that, most things like traffic violations, fighting, fireworks, like stuff like that, and that's minor, doesn't have to be reported. And I've been through a lot of fights. I've been caught with drugs. I've been caught with illegal firearms, but never formally charged for it by government. So by government and state, I'm still clean. So I can still have my rights to bear arms. On the reservation, that's a whole nother story. I'm a criminal. But the thing is that I'm trying to improve my life. I'm trying to get things going, you know. A lot of that BS that you hear from Ceen Crazy, he just likes to run his mouth. He's the one that likes drama. He's the one that likes all the craziness. And my raps reflect a former life that I had at one time. All the things that I have done and what I am guilty of that I've already been charged for. All the things I've already served time for. That's all that's on there. But, yeah. And I know my gun safety. I grew up around guns. My parents served in police and military, so I know the laws very well. And I know how to handle firearms very well. So me shooting myself in the foot, very unlikely. Me shooting somebody else, that's more likely than anything else, especially if they're coming after me. If anybody decides to ever try and come after me, well, that would be an unfortunate turn of events. But like I said, I know how to handle myself. I ain't no just some kid coming out of school. I actually know how to handle my stuff and all of that shit, so I don't have to worry too much. Ryan may. Now, he would be the one that would probably shoot himself in the foot. I'm just saying. That's Ryan for you, though. He's an idiot. He ain't too smart. So, everything's back to normal. So, just a bit of information. As for everybody else in my group, the Clan of Divine, that's on a different record company. I don't know why he's trying to involve them. I mean, it's only one person that's been going at him, and that person just doesn't like the way Ceen handles himself, that's between him and Weatherman. Now, as for myself, I haven't really replied to anything because to me, it's just he's childish. He's very childish. He refused to grow up. That's the thing. And he takes things so personally that it's like it's an attack on him, which is utterly sad, to be honest. You know, but that's my explanation for everything. So yeah, this is legally, it's legally in my name. Okay, I have the title, I have the registration for this. I can walk up and down the streets with this. No one's gonna say or do anything out here. And Portland, this is as bad as up here. People get killed every day. People die overdose every day. There's drug dealers everywhere. There's prostitution everywhere. It don't matter. Yeah, it's bad out here, but that's everywhere you go. You're always gonna find the bad parts. You keep your mind set on negative shit, you end up becoming with negative shit. You know? And he says he spreads positivity. How is he spreading positivity? He ain't spreading nothing but just utter BS. And that's all I see it is. It's just BS because it's the actions of a child. You know, all his actions are just actions that a teenager would take. Things a teen would say. Oh, well, isn't that all? He said this, or he's doing this, or that. That's high school bullshit. And I hate to say it, but hijinks ain't anywhere in my books or anywhere I need to be around. So that's why I'm not replying to anything except spreading facts, which that's what I'm doing today. So yeah. And I got 2 cases of this stuff here. I got 2 clips. That's all I own. So y'all ain't got to worry too much about it. It's for my protection. It's for your protection. It's for anybody that's around me. You know, protection basically. And that's all it equals down to. That's all a firearm should be used for. Protection, or if you're going hungry and you're going out to the woods, then hunting. But this is a 40 caliber. It's designed to take down a bear. You know how fucking big a bear is? Pretty goddamn huge. I can tell you that right now. Where I stayed at, there was a lot of bears out there. And cougars, mountain lions. Where I'm at now, I live in the city. I ain't got to worry too much except for drug addicts and gangbangers. But I haven't been affiliated in a gang in a long ass time. I'm retired. You know, my music reflects that. But it don't mean I ain't ready to put down some shit if I need to. If somebody's coming after me, then you goddamn right. By my American given rights, I will defend myself. Lethally if need to. And that's what that's about. You know, we don't need to go there. That's the thing. Personal message to Ryan. You need to grow up. Okay? It's people like you that spread false information that get gun owners like myself and everybody else around the United States who owns a firearm a really bad reputation. And it's people like you that spread that so badly that people are now afraid of firearms, so they're trying to take that amendment away. They're trying to take our amendments away because people like you spread false information like that. And you wonder why our American rights are being taken away. It's because of people like you. So look to yourself and look in the mirror. You know? I ain't against you on whatever the hell you do. You do what makes you feel right. But the thing is that when you start using my content and I ain't getting revenue for it, and it's my American given rights that I'm going to strike you down. And I'll give you a copyright strike and I will take your content down. Why? Because it's fair business. That's all it is in the end. It's business. You want to take it personal and start making shit of it, start giving her a rant here and there and acting out here and there. Those are acts of a child. They ain't acts of no man. You ain't no man. You ain't no rational thinking human being. You fly off the hinges on your emotions. You might want to think about that first before you start flying off on the hinges. Start going after me, my crew, my people. Because we're tired of you. We're tired of having to deal with some kid who doesn't really want to, you know, be about it and all that shit. Because you ain't about it. You never was about it. The thing is that you're flying off the hinges over small shit. Small shit. For 3-4 years, you've been dealing with small shit. And we've been sitting back and just laughing about it. Now it's gotten to a point, the joke's over. It's old. It's an old joke. All we're hearing is just some kid ranting and saying, oh, look at me, seeking attention and validation. You know how sad you gotta be to seek attention and validation, especially in this world when no one gives a shit, especially in the age of the internet. No one gives a fuck about your ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's the age of the internet. No one cares. So, I ain't trying to feed into my audience or anything like that. Fans, yeah, people like some of my content. People like my music. They can be fans as they want. you know. But I ain't paying to them because I do my music as for me and for the people that grew up around like that, you know. People have been like that. I offend people out there saying shit. So what? Big deal. Grow up. That's all we do. We grow up. I grew up in the 90s, boy. You know what that means? It means we grew up joking around on each other, calling each other's mamas out and shit. We grew up with some backbone. We grew up with a couple balls. If you can't take a joke, then don't stand around trying to rant and make jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's utter bullshit. It gets old after a while. So my advice is take it with stride, grow up, and move on. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, I'm done ranting off here. This is just a bit of public information to fill in the voids that a certain somebody was leaving out. So I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.